I'm with you with that 2-0 sickness.
To the boy with the bleary blue eyes who told me racism is over. It's really not. You see, the very fact that you felt the need to share this little tidbit of information with me really proves the opposite of your point. Funny how it always seems that the people who claim racism has ceased to exist are the very same people who experience it the least. I wonder if there's a connection there. Spoiler alert. There is. Boy told me, I asked him where he got his theory from, and he said, black president, duh. Alright, I totally forgot. I guess it's because our black president's been acting so much like his white counterparts lately. One tends to forget he was supposed to be different. When this boy told me of his color blindness, I smiled and nodded, much like I had been doing for years, but today was not the day for my Seattle-like passive aggression, and so I snapped and wrote him a poem.
Go ahead.
Dear boy with the bleary blue eyes, when you tell me racism is over, you are telling me my battles are no longer worth fighting. When you question why we even bothered to march and protest, you are telling me I had no place in your carbon copy world. Let's ignore the fact that a man called me a nigger on the bus last week and somehow managed to make me feel ashamed and embarrassed.
Wow.
Let's ignore the fact that let's ignore the people who told me that I only got into college because of the excess melanin on my skin and somehow failed to realize that on most days, I'm the only black dot on the horizon of my lecture halls. Let's ignore the actors who go on racist rants and then have the audacity to say, I'm not actually a racist.
Right.
I'm sorry, but if you're yelling at a heckler and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is nigger, you just might be a racist. If you tell a black person to take the bone out of their nose before talking to you, you just might be a racist. If I just met you and the first thing you do is tell me a black joke, and when I get offended, you tell me to stop being so sensitive, you just might be a racist. You just might be a racist. If we've just had a 10-minute conversation regarding military intervention in Syria, and you end it by saying, you're so articulate. I'm sorry. That's not actually a compliment. How can you be surprised at the fact that I can put two words together and make a sentence isn't a compliment? No, you can't feel my skin. No, you can't touch my hair. Stop asking me to teach you how to twerk because I don't actually know how to. When you mispronounce my name for the 10th time in a row and refuse to learn the correct pronunciation, it does not tell me you find other languages challenging. It tells me you find other languages inferior. My name was handed down to me by my forefathers. Look closely enough and you'll find an uprising between its letters, a revolution as a middle name, and a refugee camp as a hyphen. I will not appease your American laziness by allowing you to give me a nickname. My name is Hamda. 2 syllables. Clap it out if you need to.